All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted.
Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. It's me, GungHoGuns, the mustache, the Mandalorian, and now your resident Stormblade master. That's right, baby. Today is our first official look at this class in Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Again, Stormblade is amazing. This thing is an absolute machine. Fast, flashy, stylish. Basically, if an anime sword fight and a Mandalorian bar brawl had a child, you would get this class right here. I've been tearing through mobs, stealing aggro from tanks, and making everyone else in the party question their life choices, which honestly is exactly how I measure success. As someone who's played MMOs now for 2 decades, I can tell you one thing. This class feels just right. All right, thank you folks for being here. I really do appreciate you. Before we jump into the class and the rotation and the full build, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you found something spicy about this class yourself, or if there's something that you want me to cover or whatever. Just let me know and I'll try to get to it before the beta weekend ends. I think we got like a week full of it, if I'm being honest. So again, no rush on that. Anyway, this is version 1 of the Stormblade guide. I will do a full follow-up at endgame, fully geared, fully optimized, and probably a lot less sanity. But for now, let's just cover the basics so you guys know what you're getting yourselves into. Stormblade is a melee range DPS class, close combat if you will, face-to-face, mustache to nose hair, style fighting, scrapping, poking, all that good stuff. The core identity is a very Iaido inspired, all about speed, precision, and big bursts of damage. Pretty much how this class plays and how you will want to play this class. Agility, crit, and mastery. Those are the 3 stats you really want to focus on. So when you are gearing up and when you're leveling your class, if you're seeing at least 1 or 2 of these stats in the gear you're getting, make sure to equip that, because there are a lot of gear pieces that they will drop for you. Might not be the best thing for your class. Anyway, let's move on. Stormblade is a builder spender class. You build up something called Thunder Sigils and then spend them to unleash absolutely disgusting burst damage. Simple formula: build, spend, cash in the pain. It's pretty hilarious. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at my expertise or my ability trees, that I made for this. This is not perfect or meta by any chance, but it really works for me right now. The main purpose that I wanted to do here is take the left side all the way down, because that is what increases your Thunder Sigils. You get more of them, I figure, because this is what we're doing. This is how the class plays. More sigils, more boom. It really does work. The second thing that I wanted to do is boost my damage as much as possible, because I wanted to, if I put agility, I want more attack, etc., etc. So I was looking for things to increase the damage. And lastly, because of the way, again, this game plays, you're going to be using your melee attack or your basic attack, your left trigger, quite a lot. So I made sure to power up anything from basic attacks. Especially with this class, there's a good chance that you're going to trigger Piercing Slash. And as you look over here, all of them are just going to grant you a bunch of different things. So that's kind of how I built my entire class here, is 3 things. Again, one more time. 1, more sigils. 2, more damage if possible. And 3, your basic attack, your left trigger. I wanted to empower that because you click that a lot. So, easy peasy, right? Feel free to go ahead and copy that. Again, it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. Lastly, I actually want to talk about the Moonstrike spec as we're kind of overwatching this or going over it. This is something you're going to unlock later on as you're kind of progressing the Stormblade. This is more of a sustained damage. I haven't had a chance to play it myself, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but I did speak to a few people that have played it, I guess, in the China server, and it's pretty much the same thing. On the other side, it's more sustained damage, not as bursty as the first one, just again, more sustained. Anyway, let's continue. All right. Now let's take a look at the skills, and then we'll go into the 2 rotations that I'm using. Again, I would go into the gear, but honestly, guys, just because of the way that it works and I'm still leveling it, I would just say stick to what I told you, the 3 stats, or at least 2 stats, and then go from there. All my gear pieces have pretty much crit, mastery, and agility. That's just how I went with it, and you know, stuff that I got. Anyway, let's go talk about the skills, because that's really the most important part here. Now, I'm gonna go over this and give you kind of like a quick overview of each of the moves so you understand what they actually do. That way you can kind of make up your own rotation, but I'll actually give you my main boss rotation that I use, and maybe a little AoE one if you want to switch it up. But for now, let's just kind of go into it, and I'll give you how I use it. Okay, so going with the first one is the Judgment Call. Okay, this is a filler. This is your left trigger, your basic attacks. It's pretty much what you click when there's nothing else to do. It's a filler and it's an intent builder. Okay, so it's one of those things where you're gonna want to use it for the piercing strikes, you know, the buff that you're gonna get. But apart from that, again, it's just a filler. It's your basic attack. Leave it at that, right? Next thing is as our Iaido slash, I don't know how to pronounce it, you'll have to excuse me, but this is pretty much our main sigil spender. It's our big burst attack, and I'll show you how that actually works, and you'll see how you can kind of get into a flow of it. This is your main attack, okay? It's how you get the most damage out. Going over to the Oblivion combo. This is your execute, your ultimate, if you will. The really cool part about this class is this actually refills your sigils. So what you can do is you can, you know, spend your sigils with the Iaido slash and then hit a quickly Oblivion combo, get all of them back, and then hit them again with the Iaido slash, getting that big burst damage out of it right away. Anyway, moving on. Overdrive. Overdrive is your sigil generator. It's pretty much what you're going to use to get all your sigils back when you're fighting, okay? Your thunder sigils, that is. This is the only, or one of the only ways to get them back. Very important, okay? Next one is we have the Flash Strike. Now, I unfortunately cannot use this one because there's other moves that are a lot bigger, so, or more that I use, but definitely in the beginning, use this one, okay? But for now, like as you see, when you get to level 30, I just couldn't afford it. Anyway, Flash Strike is, again, another sigil spender. It's a line burst, big damage, if you will, okay? Next one is we have the Raijin Dash. Again, sigil spender, AoE, all that good stuff. More for AoE damage. Again, with the way that I play, I went more single base damage, so I really don't use it, but it's really nice. Next one is the Sith Wheel. This is really, really cool. It summons the Moonblade plus 50% wound debuff for team-wide DPS amplification. Very important for your build, for your team, and all that good stuff. The reason, again, is that 50% wound debuff. Very, very cool. Okay? Now, going over to Thundercut. Blade Intent Dump. Okay? Fast, spammable, slash. Very cool. All right? And then going over to the very last one is the Volt Surge. It's, again, a burst buff, instant max sigils, and then you get another attack buff. And I'll show you how actually you want to play this all together. But for now, excuse me. But for now, let's go over to the equipped. Now, this is how all the moves that I have equipped, and I put them in order for you, okay? As you see right here, I have the Synth Wheel. That's my first one. Then I have the Volt Surge, followed by the Overdrive, and then finally the Thundercut. Obviously, the first three you cannot change, but these are the moves that I use so far in my build, and let me explain why. All right, let me pause the video and I'll actually put the rotation up for you guys so you can actually see it. And let's go over it really fast so you understand. So we start every fight with the Scythe Wheel. The reason, again, for that is you apply the wound. On top of that, when you are in the Moonblade spec, it is going to go ahead and summon it. Then we go into our Vault Surge because you're going to enter that burst phase. And then after that, you do Overdrive just to get that 5, okay? And then again, Flash Strike into Iaido Slash, refill instantly with Vault Surge. So whenever you are doing your Overdrive, it's going to 100% fill it up every time for full Iaido Slashes on 5, and I'll show you that. Thunder cut if blade intent is capped. Again, you need to watch out for it. Optional swap if you choose it, okay? If you don't choose the Thunder cut, you can go with Flash Strike. That's kind of like the option here. The Oblivion combo, right after Iaido to refill it, and then Iaido slash again is just magic. Main loop, okay? So this is pretty much how you play this fully. Overdrive, Flash, Iaido, while keeping the sight wheel up. That's literally how you play this class. Here's an example of how to refill and all that good stuff. So you see we get 5 here. We're going to spend it. And then automatically in burst phase. See how you get 5 back right away and you spend a big burst. You get 5 again. You get 3 now. You build it up. You spend it. And then you just move on. That's pretty much how the rotation actually does work. And you see the big full damage that you're going to get with it. Now, again, keep an eye on your buffs. Because remember, if it's full up, you need to use your spender, your Thunder cut. All right, here we go once again against the boss here. And again, he takes a lot of damage. But I wanted to show you, as you see right here, I am spending it, I'm building it, I'm spending it, I'm building it, I'm spending it as much as I can. Because I really, really want to go ahead and spend as much as possible, that is. Now, as you see right here, I have slowed down the video just so you guys can actually see it fully. Spend it, and then we're going to get a full one here, and then spend that one as well. And as you see that, like, the big burst in damage right there is freaking insane. I hope that kind of makes sense, guys, on how to play this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I will see you folks in the next one.